Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain current affairs of 14th October. Without wasting much time, let's get into the video. The first question for the day is, which state government has formed the first of its kind welfare board for the upliftment of farmers? That is Kerala government. Option number 4. Kerala government has formed Kerala Karaksha Kshamanidhi board. This is a board for the upliftment of farmers in the state. It is the first time in India that a welfare fund board has been formed for the upliftment of farmers. Therefore, Kerala has become the first state government that has formed the welfare board for the upliftment of farmers. And the next question is, name the organization which along with United States Agency for International Development jointly launched the India Energy Modeling Firm. The option is option number 3, that is Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog, that is National Institution for Transforming India, along with USAID, that is United States Agency for International Development, jointly launched the IEMF, that is India Energy Modeling Firm, with Niti Aayog. The next question is, President Ramnath Kovind has given assent to Dash Distributed Area Bill 2019. That is option number 3. Sorry guys, that is option number 3, that is Gujarat. President Ramnath Kovind has given assent to the Gujarat Disturbed Area Amendment Bill 2019. The act will prohibit transfer of assets in disturbed areas and protects tenants from vacating the properties. The next question is, TriFed along with Chhattisgarh MFP and which IIT has launched the Tech for Tribals? That is IIT Kanpur. That is option number 2. Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India. That is TriFed. And IIT Kanpur and Chhattisgarh MFP, that is Minor Forest Produce Federation, virtually launched Tech for Tribals initiative. The next question is, how much worth package was announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaraman to boost consumer spending, which was slowed down due to COVID-19? That is 73,000 crores. 73,000 crores worth package was announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaraman to boost consumer spending, which was slowed down due to COVID-19. The report titled A Neglected Tragedy, The Global Burden of Stillbirths was released by which organization? Therefore, the report was released by the fourth option, that is UN Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation. This report was released by UN Interagency Group for Child Mortality Estimation. The next question is, who among the following countries were not the part of Five Eyes? That is, India is not the part of the Five Eyes. The members of Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance are United States, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The countries highlighted that encryption has become a tool for terrorists and child traffickers and poses risk to thousands of innocent lives. Therefore, India and Japan are not the members of Intelligence Alliance. The next question is, name the organization which has released the report titled The Human Cost of Disasters, an Overview of the Last 20 Years. That is the option number 5. That is United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction has released the report titled The Human Cost of Disasters, an Overview of the Last 20 Years. The next question is, India's National Maritime Foundation, that is NMF, signed MOU with which countries to foster cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region? That is, the answer is option number 1, Taiwan. India's National Maritime Foundation signed MOU with Taiwan Asia Exchange Foundation, a leading think tank from Taiwan. This is to foster cooperation in the Indo-Asian region as a part of Taiwan's southbound policy. Next question is, how much has been extended by Exim Bank to Maldives for Greater Malay connectivity? That is $400 million were extended to Maldives for Greater Malay connectivity project by Exim Bank, that is Exports and Imports Bank. The next question is, which bank in collaboration with Google Pay and Visa launched the ACE credit card? Therefore, the option is option number 1, that is Axis Bank. Axis Bank Limited in collaboration with Google Pay and Visa launched its ACE credit card in India. The card is designed to increase participation of users in the digital economy. Next question is, which bank partnered with Apollo to launch first of its kind initiative, that is Healthy Life program? That is HDFC. That is option number 1. HDFC Bank partnered with Apollo. This is to launch first of its kind initiative Healthy Life program. Next question is, which company has collaborated with 6G to roll out video-based KYC of 6G? Therefore, MasterCard. That is option 1. MasterCard company was collaborated with 6G to roll out video-based KYC on 6G. This is for the customers of MasterCard, and the benefit of this is the customers will get 100% paperless, remote and secure onboarding solution for end users. The next question is, find the company which was affected by Bharat Broadband Nigam Limited, that is BBNL, and Telecommunication Consults India Limited. This is to provide high speed satellite connectivity to 5000 gram remote panchayats. So that is one is Hughes Communications. Therefore, Hughes Communications was selected by BBNL, that is Bharat Broadband Nigam Limited, and Telecommunication Consults India. This is to provide high-speed satellite connectivity to 5000 remote gram panchayats. The next question is, name the company which was partnered with AICTC. This is to empower students, educators in next generation technologies. That is option number 3, Microsoft. Microsoft has partnered with All India Council for Technical Education, that is AICTC. All India Council for Technical Education. This is to empower students and educators in next generation technology such as artificial intelligence, IoT, that is Internet of Things, and data science and cloud computing. The next question is, who has been re-elected as the chairman of Association of Mutual Funds? Therefore, the answer is Nilesh Shah has been re-elected as the chairman of Association of AMFI, that is Association of Mutual Funds in India. Next question is, who has topped the Forbes India Rich List 2020? Absolutely, the answer is Mukesh Ambani. Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries, topped the Forbes India Rich List 2020 and remains the wealthiest Indian for 13th year in a row. And the next question is, which edition of India and Mexico bilateral high-level group on trade investment cooperation held recently? For the edition is 5th edition held recently, that is option number 2. 5th edition of India and Mexico bilateral high-level group on trade investment and cooperation held recently. The next question is, the World Economic Forum has shifted annually meeting to 2021 from Davos to which city? The answer is option number 4, that is Lucarne. The World Economic Forum has shifted annually meeting from Davos to Lucarne. And the next question is, India Meteorological Department plan to launch dynamic impact based cyclone warning system. Who is the Director General of IMD? For the Director General of IMD is Mrutyunjay Mohapatra. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra, Director General of IMD, announced that IMD will launch a dynamic impact based cyclone warning system shortly. The next question is, Deh Vechwa Kharani is the autobiography of whom? It is the autobiography of Bala Saheb Vicky Patil. And this biography was released by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Therefore, Deh Vechwa Kharani is the autobiography of Bala Saheb Vicky Patil. US-based athlete Charlie Murray, who passed away recently, is the former Olympic champion in 400-meter hurdles. He passed away recently. American athlete Charlie Moore, 1952 Olympic 400-meter hurdles champion, passed away due to pancreatic cancer at the age of 91. Next question is, Vinod Kumar Singh, who passed away recently, is the Minister for Backward and Extremely Backward Classes of which of the state? He belongs to the state Bihar. He is the Minister for Backward and Extremely Backward Classes Welfare for Bihar state. CM Chung, who passed away in October 20, was a renowned politician. He also passed away recently. He was a member of NDPP, that is National Democratic Progressive Party. He was also a former Lok Sabha member. The next question is, what is the theme of the International Day for Disaster Risk or Disaster Reduction 2020, which was observed on October 13? The theme is, it's all about governance. That is option number 2. It's all about governance is the theme of International Day for Disaster Risk or Disaster Reduction 2020. It was observed on October 13th. If you like the content of the video, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends. And if you want current affairs videos in English, kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.